First of all, I'd like to recognize a few of the great folks that are with us. Council member Chris Ward, Fernando Lopez from Pride, David Glanzer, of course, from Comic-Con. We have Carrie Capich from the Tourism Authority, Barbara Blake from what many of you know as our LGBT Chamber of Commerce, the Greater San Diego Business Association, Rip Ripito from the San Diego Convention Center, Nicole Murray Ramirez, Susan Jester, and Nick Serrano, who's a representative from our California Assemblyman Todd Gloria's office. For many San Diegans, July is one of the best months in our city, thanks to Pride and to Comic-Con. And both of these events draw hundreds of thousands of people to celebrate what makes our city great: diversity, creativity, camaraderie. We are a city of many different people from many different backgrounds. But during Pride and Comic-Con, we come together as one San Diego. And it's this collective spirit of community and unity that makes San Diego so attractive to so many people. And fortunately, this also brings in a great amount of tourism dollars. For anyone that's tried to drive around Hillcrest or downtown in July, I don't need to tell you that Pride and Comic-Con are major draws to our city. So I think you know Pride has about 200,000 people who watch the parade every year. And Comic-Con's 135,000 attendees are joined by thousands and thousands of people who come to San Diego for jobs associated with the event, or people who show up just to enjoy it and be part of the fun and the festivities. Beyond the important cultural aspects of both of these events, they also play a big role in keeping our economy strong. That's why I'm very proud to stand here today with Pride, Comic-Con, and the Tourism Authority and business leaders to thank them for their efforts. It's going to be a busy couple of weeks. Last year, San Diego had its biggest tourism year ever. A record 34.9 million visitors came to our city. They spent a record of $10.4 billion on our attractions, on our restaurants, and our shops. And Pride and Comic-Con helped to dramatically boost those numbers. Comic-Con generates an estimated economic impact of over $135 million over the course of the weekend. And Pride generates over $11 million over just the course of a few days. And during the month of July, people are encouraged to buy LGBT to support the community. In fact, our LGBT community as a whole generates $10 billion of economic impact every single year, according to the Greater San Diego Business Association. There's a reason that number is so high. And in just a few moments, Fernando Lopez from Pride will tell you a little bit more about that. But for even those who don't live in Hillcrest or downtown, the impact from these events is felt in every neighborhood. Pride and Comic-Con pump millions of dollars into our local economy to support our local businesses and job growth. They help pave our roads. They help keep libraries, parks, and rec centers open. And they help fund police officers and firefighters who keep our neighborhoods safe. Both of these gatherings have been staples of a San Diego summer for more than 40 years. And I'm so proud that San Diego is home to these world-class events, and the people around the world have the opportunity to take notice. So once again, I want to thank Pride, I want to thank Comic-Con, I want to thank our Tourism Authority for all of their efforts over the years. Next several weeks is really our opportunity to shine as a city, to come together. It's a fun couple of weeks. There's a lot of work that goes into it. And as I said, a tremendous benefit to our city's bottom line in so many ways. And now it's my pleasure to turn it over to council member who represents the district where both of these amazing events take place. Really busy guy, council member Chris Ward. Chris?
Thank you, Mayor. Let Southwest pass by. Good morning, everybody. It is so exciting to be here in the 3rd Council District, right in the heart of Balboa Park and the communities that I represent, with the mayor and representatives of 2 of the best annual events that we have here in San Diego. San Diego Pride, as you heard, brings in more than $10 million to the local economy, both from out-of-town visitors and from the extra business activity that all these activities planned this week as the entire city and the neighborhoods that I represent come alive to celebrate. And one of the great things about Pride is that it goes beyond a celebration of equality, freedom, and inclusiveness. It's an opportunity to showcase and celebrate and support the local businesses in Hillcrest that are such an integral part of our community. And that's why I'm glad to partner with the Greater San Diego Business Association, our local LGBT Chamber of Commerce, in declaring July as Bi LGBT Month. These businesses are essential to maintaining a safe and supportive community, and so it's wonderful that we get to showcase San Diegans and out-of-town guests why they are so special while providing a multi-million-dollar boost to their businesses. And of course, as soon as we catch our breath from all the exciting events during Pride Weekend, we'll be diving right into the season of Comic-Con 2017. With thousands of visitors packing our hotels for their visit comes a huge boost to businesses as they pack those restaurants and stores throughout downtown. And it isn't just the attendees who are packing our streets. One of the best things about Comic-Con every year is watching all of downtown get into the spirit with themed events of their own, and the celebration takes over our entire city. It goes far beyond the programming in the convention center and even the off-site events, becoming an occasion for all of San Diego to come downtown, join in the fun, and support our local businesses that make downtown a wonderful community. So it's great to be here to kick off another exciting year. I can't wait for the next couple of weeks of fun for everyone, and I'm pleased to turn over the press conference to the Director of Operations for San Diego Pride, Fernando Lopez.
Thank you. In 1969, the LGBT community fought back against police brutality in what is known as the Stonewall Riots. In 1974, long before trans rights, marriage equality, employment protections, back when it was legal in the state of California to lobotomize gay men, a few dozen brave individuals marched in the streets of downtown San Diego, many of whom had paper bags over their heads, to shield their identities as they demanded equal treatment under the law. That was the first San Diego Pride. Since that time, we've made great strides towards equality locally, nationally, and globally. San Diego Pride's weekend festivities have grown to serve now between 100 to 400,000 visitors every single year, with people attending from all 50 states and over 450 cities from all across the globe. The growth and quality of our events have helped to drive tourism and business, as Pride generates anywhere between $11 to $27 million to our local economy each year. Locally, the estimated yearly buying power of our LGBT community is roughly $10 billion, highlighting the importance of our city's work and commitment to retain themselves at the forefront of LGBTQ equality and rights. As a volunteer-driven organization with minimal staff, Pride is able to keep ticket prices low and accessible, with a general admission ticket costing only $20 and the remainder of our events being free to the public. At our festival, all weekend long, there are over 40,000 attendees where they can find services and care, dance, and celebrate across 4 stages with over 100 diverse artists and musicians. As a nonprofit organization, the proceeds of Pride Weekend get turned into community grants for LGBTQ serving organizations. San Diego Pride is one of the most philanthropic Pride organizations in the entire world and has donated over $3 million to nonprofit organizations since 1994. Those funds are also used to fund Pride's year-round advocacy, education, and organizing work, with programs that encourage people to vote, get tested for HIV, buy from LGBT businesses, and advocate for youth, our trans siblings, and our service members. Today's cross-party support for the LGBTQ community is more important than ever, as right now, hundreds of legal and legislative efforts are underway to intentionally roll back LGBT rights all across this country. I'm excited for all of us to lay down the arms of our differences this weekend as we raise up our hands in celebration, our fists in protest, and our voices that we are all allied in action and united for justice. It is now my pleasure to introduce David Glanzer, the spokesperson for Comic-Con.
Thank you very much. And thank you, Mayor, for asking us to be a part of this wonderful acknowledgement. Those of us who live in San Diego know how truly great this city is. And each year we get to showcase San Diego to the entire planet. For 2 weeks every summer, our respective events open our doors to visitors from all over the country and all over the world. This year, Comic-Con will see visitors from far away as New Zealand, Chile, South Africa, China, and so many other countries. And many of those countries will feature our fine city in their international media coverage. Beginning this weekend, San Diego Pride and Comic-Con International will welcome over 750,000 people to the San Diego region. And it's always our hope that when those visitors return home, they will tell their friends about what a great experience they had, what a great community we are, and what a beautiful destination San Diego is. And speaking personally, I know putting on our event couldn't be done without the help and support of so many individuals and organizations. Labor, who helped build the many interactive outdoor exhibits during our show, the local hoteliers and staff who treat each guest as if they're members of their own family, the restaurateurs and servers who work long hours but do so with a smile, the efficient public transportation system that is always courteous, and of course the convention center staff. Without those entities and so many others, it would not be possible for us to present Comic-Con each year. And of course, I would be remiss if I didn't mention the San Diego Police Department, other law enforcement agencies, and first responders who are ever vigilant and striving to keep us and our visitors safe. Perhaps most importantly, the citizens of this great city who continue to embrace the quirky, nerdy organization that is Comic-Con. Thank you, Mayor, distinguished guests, and thank you, San Diego. And at this time, I'd like to hand it over to Carrie Kapich of the San Diego Tourism Authority. Thank you.
I love July. July is just a great month for our community, a great month for tourism, and really a great month for all the people of San Diego and all the visitors that we welcome here. So July is our busiest month for travelers to San Diego. We'll have over 4.5 million people that'll come into our community, and they will have an economic impact of over $2 billion. All of those dollars flow into great places like here, Balboa Park, for parks and recreation, goes into essential city services, and helps to employ 1 in 8 San Diegans who are part of the tourism community, and the over 12,000 businesses that are part of travel and tourism here in San Diego. So obviously when you have major events like we do, and we have so many more that are coming up as well, there's a great deal of pride that we all have with Pride and with Comic-Con. And those are stories that we like to share across the world, whether people in China or in Europe, from Canada to Mexico, telling them about what it is that makes San Diego great and inviting them to come and share a taste of what is different and unique and diverse about our community. We are very fortunate to have wonderful partners. So the mayor's office, obviously Councilmember Chris Ward with this district and all the work that this community does to host these really huge events for San Diego. The team that's at the Convention Center Corporation, and as David said, all of the team members throughout the tourism community, whether it's restaurants, hoteliers, all of the different businesses that are really opening up their doors. But more importantly, it's really the residents of San Diego who put out that and make sure that everyone feels welcome here in San Diego. So thank you, San Diego, for being a good host, and we're looking forward to just a great year. So with that, I'm going to turn it over to the mayor for questions.
Somebody else? Do we have anybody else who's supposed to speak? What's that? Was Barbara going to speak? No, I'm good. Okay. We'll do one-on-ones for anybody who wants to go. Thank you, guys. Thank you all so much.